Right guys, we're back out. Thanks for joining us. We are out today with the Deus II and the Manticore, and we've come to this bit of pasture. I'm going to do a 10-hole dig, just comparing some signals, and I've come out on the old trusty Orbea Wild e-bike. Got everything in the rucksack, all right. But I have given this pasture a bit of a test, and it's solid. The ground is really tough, so I'll see if I can find a little softer patch. But on this field, I've had a Commonwealth, I've had a couple of little hammers. Yeah, this not really touched this field much, so you never know what's going to come up. Yeah, so but I'm going to give the Deus II a good go today. I haven't been out with that for a while. All right, guys. So see you on the first. Right, this is the first target. Now I've had to switch fields. I've come up to the medieval land. There was a medieval village on here. We've had loads off here. We've had Saxon, hammered, Roman fibulas. So this is I was kind of hoping that field was going to be all right, but it wasn't. So we're back on the medieval land, but I've got a first signal here. 11. I think this is quite a deep one. Showing up just on the centre line. So we'll go and get a Deus II. So she makes of that. Not sure if the Deus II is going to hear this one actually. A little squeak, look. A little tiny squeak. God, you'd miss that, wouldn't you? So what I'm going to do with the Deus II, audio high square. Alright, see what this sounds like now. Better, isn't it? Right, we'll have a look at that. We'll have a look at this one. Alright. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get the Manticore to find that a bit better, because I'm finding that a little bit vague on that target. I find that this is a bit more precise. Listen to this. Yeah. Right there then. Yeah, this ground's alright, to be fair. I think it's just soft for a little bit and then it gets hard at the underneath, but we'll have a go. I'll come back to you when we find this one, alright? Right, that's what that was. Look at that, that is absolutely a speck of lead. I'm not surprised they struggled with that, to be honest. Tiny. Right, on to the next. Right, target number 2, found with the Deus II. We've got a 42. .43. That was quite weak on PMW. Listen. That's not too bad, is it? We'll put that back to high square, I think, just to match the Manticore. Right, we'll go and get the mark that. Go and get the Manticore, see what she makes of that. Right, the Manticore on the 42, target number 2. Nine, 8. Yeah. So we'll get that, dig that up. Quite shallow. Right there. quite shallow, this one. Yeah, it's in there. Right, I'll come back to you when we found it. Right, target number 2, you won't believe this. You can't even see it. Tiniest bit of copper. I'll get you closer with that, that's tiny. Alright. Small that is, the tiniest bit of copper. Absolutely minute. That was a 40, 45, 42, 45 on the DS2. I'm going to have to start digging the higher numbers to see if we can get some good targets. This field is quite worked out though. There's not a lot left, and I've dug a quarter tilby at 9. So this is why I'm not leaving all the low numbers. But yeah, look how small that is. To be fair to both machines getting that. Yeah, high square was definitely better on the Manticore DS2 with that one. Okay, on to number 3. Right, target number 3, we've got a 21. Right on the centre line. Let's see what the DS2 says about that. Right, DS2, target number 3. Take the remote off. Yeah, I love that one. Have a look at that. So what this is. Right there. I like the sound of this one actually. Probably going to be a bit of lead. It's in that. It is. Yeah, just a bit of lead, I think. It's just a little. Yeah, it's actually a 3-ringer lead bullet, 2-ringer. It's actually hit something. It's got some age to it, I'd say. Yeah, target number 3. Oh. Right. Right, target number 4 with the DS2. 52. 57. Oh, look at that with the Manticore. Right, Manticore on the 57. 22. 21. Something small, I'm going for a bit of lead. That is a bit of molten crap, a bit of metal, a bit of tiny bit of, looks like yeah, just a bit of rubbish. I think it's not foil, might be foil actually. Yeah, target number 4, bit of rubbish. Right, target number 5 with the Manticore, a bit of an iffy one. Let's go this way. 16 there. 14. And we got a 45 there. And a little 16 over here. So we get the DS2, see if we can hear both those targets. So we had a 42 here, which I thought was iron, yeah, DS2 saying iron. And over here, we got that little scratchy 16. Bit better that way on that one, isn't it? You wouldn't dig any of those though, would you really? You have a look at that, see what that is? Come on, have a look. Could be a little hammered on edge at depth or something, you never know. Right, are we out? Yes, we are. 47. 47. It's right to dig that then. It's probably mixed in with a bit of iron. That is a rubbishy bit of lead. Yeah, bit of lead. It's alright. Target number 5. Well, I got a tough one for the Deus II here. We'll call this number 6 because that last one was a bit of a... didn't dig it. So we've got a 10, 11, real whisper. If I lower the sensitivity to 25, it starts to go, look, 23. So you have to have the sensitivity right up to get that. Yeah. Something very small and very deep there. Have a look at that. With the Deus II. Deus II. Just. God, just. You won't be able to know, nothing there, look. Doesn't help, we got all this EMI here. Manticore Deus II does not a lot of those pylons. Better, isn't it? Definitely a bit of a whisper. Well, I'll go and get the Manticore because it was a bit easier to locate that one. Alright. There you go, look, that's the difference there, look. And it's showing on the right on the lower ferrous. Yeah. Have a look at this. This is probably just a bit of rubbish, but you've got to dig these little signals because I've had, when your ground starts to dry up a bit, you get like these little, they could be little cut halves, cut quarters, you just don't know. Do you dig them up? I've had some right rubbish signals that have been amazing. Yeah, so we'll have a look, see what this is. Probably going to be a tiny bit of lead or something, but this Manticore doesn't miss much, I tell you. Right then, we are out. We've got a 8, 9. Now you might think that's a low number, but I have dug a few cut quarters at that number. So look at that, look. Tiniest little bit of lead. Yeah, if you don't do, I mean, a lot of people leave the low numbers and the small stuff, but I do dig everything, and you wouldn't believe what I've dug. I've had a Saxon cut half that was similar to that sound, so you've got to dig it all. So I think the Manticore was just a bit stronger on that one then. Number 6. Right, target number 7. We've got a belter here. We've got a 82. That's a screamer. See what the Manticore makes of that. Right then, Manticore on the 82. Target number 7. 57. Nice. Don't know, I missed this because I dug a hole there the other day. Have a look at this, see what this is. Right, target number 7 is, ooh, big old chunk of lead. I've took a massive chunk out of it. It's folded in half. Is there anything in it? Nothing in that. Nope. Big old chunk of lead. Right, target number 8. With the Manticore we got a 17 on the centre line. Get a Deus II on it. Right, Deus II on the Yeah, 53. Nice, I've had some hammered on 54, 53. Look at that. Bit of rubbish. It's not my day today at all. Yeah, bit of rubbish. Right, target number 9 with the Deus II. 56. 54. Have a look at that. Scratchy. Better that way. 24. So look at this. Another rubbishy bit of lead. Wow, it's really good. Big on the fines today. It's a bit of lead. Right, last target then. We didn't dig the last one, so this is number 10. This has got to be something good. Well, not good, just not iron. Not having a lot of luck today for fines, but this is the realities of metal detecting. You could dig 100 holes and then just have one hammered coin, so on good land. So see what the Manticore makes of this last target then, and then we'll get the Deus II, get rolling. Right, so the last target is nice little 19. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Sounds nice, that. It's out. 19. Hey, it's actually something round. It's a washer. But you could hear that. That sounded pretty sweet, didn't it? You know, all the other targets, the lead and everything, they sounded alright, but that sounded absolutely sweet, didn't it? And that's just showing you the, if you go by tone, you can hear that. That's a good target. Well, yeah. Last 10 targets compared, so I think we're going to grab the Deus II. I'm going to put it back on his PMW tones, and then we're going to go for a little rip round here, see if I can have something up. Alright, fingers crossed, because we haven't had anything in these 10 holes yet. Alright, but yeah, we'll get going now, see what we can find. Alright, right then, we're out with the Deus II. I'm back on the CP9 light program, just PMW tones. Got my headphones on, but we've got one here. We've got a 72. Oh, look at this. Ground does get a bit hard over this side of the field. Hopefully it'll be alright. I've got a feeling this might be a musket ball, actually. Right, yeah, is that it? There we go, guessed it. Musket ball. Yeah, that'll do. I'll put that in the bag. I always like finding the muskets. Right, second target with the Deus II. We've got a 52. Very scratchy, that is. Oh, we got something. We've got a little button. Right, there we go. That's the button. We just dug the 51. That's about as good as it's going to get so far today. Really slim pickings on the fines today. The ground is really hard and just nothing's popping out. But this is the reality as a metal detector, and I don't plant any of my fines, and you know, so some days it's hard going. I mean, right, we got one here. We got a 62, 60. Sounds pretty scratchy. Look at that. Are we out? Oh yes, we are out. 74 now. Whew. Bit of lead, of course it is. Yeah, this is quite a... Yeah, it's a bit of a weird bit of lead, this one. I'll get you a close up on this, alright? Right then, that's that. Just had this little bit of lead up, look. And it just looks like a bit of rubbish, but it's actually... It's round and it's got a little pattern in there, look. It's got like it's like circles inside or something. That could be a gaming piece, couldn't it? Quite easily be a gaming piece, that one. Definitely got a bit of a pattern in there or something. Yeah, you know it's a quiet day when you're getting excited about little bits of lead like that. Hopefully something pops up, guys, because yeah. But loving the Deus II. I haven't been on it for a while. I do love that machine. Right, we've jumped fields. We've come to a Roman patch of our fibulars off here. Coins, loads of bits and bobs. Still on the Deus II CP9 light. It's quite a busy field, so I didn't want to go for the CP9. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get some Roman bits, all right, but we'll get our heads down for a few hours, see what we can get, all right? Right, we got one here. We got a 82. Don't sound very deep. This is just on the surface, I'd say. Yep. Excuse the music, we've got a music festival. If you like a bit of music while you're digging. Oh, we got a coin. Or a pendant. Oh, this is quite interesting. I'll get you a little closer with this one, alright? Right then, here we go. This was the 82. Looks like it's a coin been turned into a pendant. I don't think that's a button. Could be, but it's got a bit of weight to it. It looks like something's been mounted on there, and there's a loop round, so that would have been worn around the neck, wouldn't it? I've had a lot of Roman on here, fibulars, coins, and across the field I've had loads of Roman coins, hammer coins. So yeah, that's quite an interesting piece, isn't it, really? I'd love to know what that was mounted through there. Sure, that's not a button. There's a bit of cement around the outside there. Yeah, it's all right. On to the next. Right, we got a 57. I think there's a bit of iron next to this. Sounds a bit scratchy. God, my cheek. Right, I'll get you on the close-up cam here. Put us something, yeah, really nice here. Right, this was the 57. I don't know if you can see this. This could be quite an amazing find. Let's have a look. I hope it is. Wow, yeah, look at that. That is a Roman fibula pin. That's a pin off a Roman fibula. I thought that was a Roman hairpin. Look at this. See the coil? That would have gone round That's part of the spring, look there. See that? Look at that. That is a find and a half, isn't it? I've never found a pin from a Roman fibula before. That is unbelievable. What a find. Let me give this cleaned up and I'll come back to you, alright? Right then, there we go. Look at that. Pin off a Roman fibula. Can you believe that? What else could that be? That's not a hairpin, is it? I'd say that's definitely a pin off a Roman fibula. That would have gone, that bit would have sat on the catch plate. Obviously it's all bent. And that's part of the spring mechanism. That. Can you believe that? What a lovely find with the Deus II, eh? Yeah. Do you know, sometimes you swing towards one machine and you haven't used the one for a while, and then you find stuff like that and it's just like, wow. Yeah, I'm enjoying it today. Amazing, that is. That's a bucket lister for me, just a pin off a fibula. Chuffed. Right, I'm going to keep working this area now. I've had fibs here a lot, so let's keep going. Right, we got a 58. Look at that. Oh, Jesus. Solid that. Oh, jeez, can't even dig that. It's in here. There we go, we've got a bit of green. That is old. Whatever that is really old. I'll get it on the close-up cam and I'll show you what I mean by this, you'll see that. Right, there you go, that's that tiny little piece. That's got some age to it. Whatever that was. God, I wouldn't have a clue what that was. Yeah, but that's got a bit of, got to be something Roman on here. Yeah, a bit of patina to that, but I wouldn't know what it is. This looks like a good bit of silvering. Had a bit of silvering on the back, look. Yeah, okay, I'll put it in the bag. Right then, we got a nice little 55 here. Have a look at this, see what this is. Grinds like iron. Might have a little battered Roman here. You see that? Yeah, I think this is a tiny battered Roman. Let me get it cleaned up and I'll come back to you, alright? Right, there we go. I'm not sure this is a Roman actually. It's got a bit of detail on there, look. I think this might be some sort of pendant. It's got a bit of silvering on there. You can just see it's got like almost like a branch flower popping up from it. I mean, it's very vague, isn't it? I've tried to clean it up, but you see there's some detail on there. I broke it trying to clean it, unfortunately. Well, that was a sin better day, to be honest, but you can just see the pattern there. That's like a leaf flower. Yeah, nice little find. Put that in the bag. Right, guys, this field isn't far away from my Roman field, and everywhere I look, I mean, it's pottery everywhere here. Not sure. I think that is probably Roman, yeah. It's a nice piece, isn't it? And then you've got, it's everywhere here. Yeah, that's very old, is it? No, yeah, I don't know. Tile piece. really is. You've only got to walk around here just a little bit and you'll find some pottery. There's bits of it everywhere. Bits everywhere. So yeah, it's another good field this. You've got to take your time, sift through it, something will pop up eventually. Huge 85 here. I think this is going to be... Yeah, big bit of lead. Oh, that could be a palm guard, you know. I think that is actually a palm guard. Yeah. That is a palm guard. That's quite a nice find. Fits perfectly in your hand. Yeah, like that. And then sewed into that. Yeah, lovely that. It's a nice find. Definitely a palm card. Yeah, nice. I'll put it in the bag. Right, we've got an 85. Nice little 85 there. Sounds a bit coiny. Thanks. Right, I'll get you on the close-up cam here actually, because I might have some in here. Right, this was the 85. I don't know what this is. Is this a hammer coin? Wow, let's have a look. I don't know if this is hammered. I'm not sure. What do we think this is? I'm not sure this is a hammer coin. It's a silver. It's a bit of silver. Lovely. It's a William. I'm sure this is a... Yeah, I'm sure this is a bit of silver. Yeah, it is. Right, I'll get it cleaned up. I'll come back to you, alright? Alright, there we go. It's got to be a love token on it. Silver sixpence. I think this is quite old. This might be William... Is it William III? I'm not sure. It's got... I don't think this is... Yeah, it's got some age to it. 17th century. 1690 something. I don't know. But yeah, nice. That was my last hole. It's end on a high. Silver. But, yeah, lovely. You can't beat that, can you? A bit of silver. Chuffed. Lovely job. Right guys, I never thought I'd say it, but I'm praying for a bit of rain. I'm sure it's the same for everyone, but this ground's like iron everywhere. All my fields I've got a lot of pasture and they're just rock. But this stubble I'm on at the minute today, this has been alright. There's been hard patches and stuff, but Deus II faultless CP9 night program found me that Roman fibula pin. That was amazing. I've never had one of those on its own. That was pretty cool, like that. I've possibly got another couple little Roman bits, but yeah, tough going. But as always, thanks for joining us, and yeah, we'll be out in the next couple of weeks or next week. All right, so thanks for watching. See you on the next one.